32 starting spot set aside. 29 cars in attendance tonight, which is a great field of Thunderstocks, Greg.
Oh, absolutely. A great division of action that we see every week. These 8-cylinder stock cars put on a great show, and so far this year, a different face down at Mr. Transmission Victory Lane every single night. It has not been the Dinning and Bailey show like normal.
No, it's anybody's guess who can take it. And last year, of course, a young face in Victory Lane, 15-year-old Donnie Lampman, as he drives into turn number 1, poking his nose to the inside of Rob Hoskins. Here comes his dad, Jim Lampman, to the outside.
Side by side out in front for the Club 54 Racing teammates, Ryan Dinning and Ken Sargent. Ryan Dinning looking to get off the schneid here tonight. He's struggled here mightily in the first part of 2019.
He has not looked like the Ryan Dinning that we have come to know for many years as one of the dominators of this division.
Ken Sargent pokes his nose out in front. One of the most enjoyable interviews in Victory Lane is Ken Sargent. The night he won, that was a night to remember, and he gets just as excited being in the top 3.
Well, he knows how hard it is. I mean, he's raced for a long time all over Ontario, down through New York. He knows how tough it is to get onto that podium, so he enjoys those moments. And last week, did a great job. His entire interview was basically a tribute to Donnie Lampman, and what a good job that young man did.
Down the back stretch they go. Sargent and Dinning pulling away from the pack. Mark Fawcett back there in the 3rd spot. Rob Hoskins sitting in 4th. And Donnie Lampman, the man of the hour. Well, I guess we call him the boy of the hour 1 week ago, picking up that win. And who will ever forget him and his dad celebrating down in Mr. Transmission Victory Lane? That was a great sight on Father's Day weekend.
And he ran about 50 feet to greet his dad with a big hug. That had to be a fantastic moment for Jim Lampman as Aaron Rowitsky peels off the track. He'll take that number 4 back to the pits.
Sargent continuing to lead over Ryan Dinning, and the Bees Nest is behind them. Fawcett, Hoskins, and the 2 Lampmans right there. A little contact, I thought, between Hoskins and Fawcett, as now Hoskins goes way up the track to see Donnie Lampman on the high side.
Well, Donnie Lampman went to the inside to make a move, and Hoskins defended the inside, so Donnie Lampman went to the outside, and his dad, Jim, went to the inside.
I want to thank everyone that tuned in to the live stream here tonight on Facebook and YouTube. We will be cutting this one off at 9 p.m. as the feed goes to MAV TV Canada nationwide. Check your local provider to see if you have MAV TV Canada. If not, get on the horn and tell your provider you need MAV TV Canada. Thank you very much for tuning into our live feed here tonight.
Down through 3 and 4, it'll be 4 laps to go as the battle for 3rd continues to rage. Fawcett has the spot. Rob Hoskins looking to the inside, and the Lampmans are right there to pounce on any opportunity.
Good fight back there from 3rd on back. They'll go 3 wide off the 2nd corner as Fawcett and Hoskins, I think, make that Lampman got into a little contact again.
Yeah, Hoskins and Lampman that time. Fawcett had kind of pulled out ahead of that battle. Now Jim Lampman setting his sights on Fawcett, trying to get one more spot out of the deal.
That time Donnie Lampman gave Rob Hoskins a shot down the front stretch. Good battle there from 3rd on back, continuing on. Meanwhile, the top 2 streaking away. Ken Sargent sees the 2 to go signal.
2 laps left as they're side by side for 3rd and side by side for 5th. Lampman's on the inside of both battles. Fawcett in the 32 on the outside of his battle. Rob Hoskins in the 37 on the outside of his battle.
White flag coming out for leader Ken Sargent, who's catching the tail end of the field, and Kyle Andrus in the 43 machine. Sargent over Dinning, Fawcett, and the Lampmans are your top 5.
He's got about 6 car lengths over Ryan Dinning, and that number 8 as he drives to the inside of Andrus down into 3, slides up in front of the 43 machine. He'll see the checkered flag this time. Kenny Sargent. Ryan Dinning going to finish 2nd. Who's going to bring it home 3rd? Fawcett on the outside, Lampman to the inside. It'll be Fawcett over Jim Lampman, Donnie Lampman, Rob Hoskins, Bleach, Go Fast Teeple, Jeff Rulofs, Newell, Huffman, Miller. That's how they finish.
One more qualifier for the Middleport Mechanical Thunderstock division here on McDonald's of Brantford and Paris Knight.
49 out of Hagersville. Dave Bailey going to start first. Outside him from Victoria, the 84 RK is Ryan Beagle. Starting third in the 23 from Hagersville, it's Trevor DeBoer. And on the outside of that second row from Port Robinson, the 108 is Bill Bleach. Starting fifth out of Brantford, the 1 is Chris Dickey. Starting sixth from Oshweekon, the 24 is Blake Bombury Jr.
Eight, 180, 105, 116, and 118. So 121, 138, 180, 105, 116, and 118. Those are your winning program numbers here tonight.
49 runs in the second position.
Dave Bailey coming into tonight as the point leader for the Thunderstock division. He's got one win on the season, but has not had the dominating success that he's had over the last 3 or 4 years in that number 49.
No, that's for sure. Ryan Beagle in that 84. Looking for success tonight. He's off to a good start, and Bill Bleach with an aggressive start in that 108 immediately down to the bottom. That car's been smoking for about 6 or 7 laps, but it doesn't seem to be slowing him down one bit.
No, not at all. Bill Bleach will hold the lead going into 3. Now, Ryan Beagle had to back out of the throttle just a little bit. He's looking for a line around the outside of the 108.
One more lap to go. Bleach leads them down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Beagle and Bailey running the exact same line as the race leader. In fact, the entire top 6 running that same line through 1 and 2 as the yellow flag flies.
So debris, I believe, is the call for the caution flag here as the Bleach machine. Yeah, the debris in quarter number 2, it appears. We see an official walking out to the high side there, and cars regularly find their way up there. I was just about to say Bill Bleach is 108, smoking heavy.
Debris caution for him because they're going to get a chance to get that spot back now. If it ended under green, he would just be put back at the end. So advantageous yellow here for Bill Bleach Jr.
And the way that works, if you jump a start in the eyes of race director Doug Leonard, he doesn't stop the race and restart it and penalize them. If you get a yellow, you get penalized and you have a chance to fight back. If not, you get notified at the end of the race how many spots you're being penalized.
And he was quick to get back on the throttle again, makes a nice move, gets by Chris Dickey, and now is door-to-door with Trevor DeBoer, and they're side-by-side for the lead in front of them.
What a battle, the top 4 right together. Well, the whole field right together. Chris Dickey and Blake Bomberry sliding sideways through turn 4. Checkers in the air. Beagle by a nose over Dave Bailey, DeBoer, Dinning. Chris Dickey edged Blake Bomberry by about 5/100ths of a second.
Ryan Beagle picks up the win in the second qualifier for the Middleport Mechanical. As the field paces behind the Strickland GMC Pace truck, Derek Liverance, Steve Vanderzanden bring us to the green flag. This will be wild as always. Adam, he said it right off the top. It's always good racing in the Middleport Mechanical Thunderstock division. We expect the same again tonight. So far, 4 races, 4 different winners. Will it happen again here this evening? We'll find out in 20 minutes.
The field rumbles down into turn number 1, 4 wide. Look at Go Fast Teeple up on the outside looking for that top spot down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
Here they come through corner number 3, all stacked up in behind the leaders. 4 wide again for second place, and they're 4 wide deep in the pack as well.
Well, there were problems for Fawcett in the 32 there in 3 and 4. People had to take evasive action. But boy, oh boy, look at that pack of cars from second all the way back to 20th. They are jammed up in one pack. Everybody looking for a little bit of open real estate.
Fast people earning the nickname here tonight out in front on lap number 2. With 3 wide behind him, you've got Bleach, Vanderzanden, and Lampman.
And we've got a yellow flag as Andrus in the 43 has lost his right rear sneaker. And boy, oh boy, axle assembly came off. Clinton, what do you got?
Well, here you see, guys, we've got all the lugs still in place. So that tells me that it is sheared off on the back, Adam. And there you can see the axle is broken clean off. The brake drum's still in place, but it is sheared right off. That is the problem here for Andrus.
They had time trials earlier on tonight and then qualifying races. And then they invert the top 16. So the fastest car from time trials started way back in 16th position tonight. They're starting to make their way through the field. You can see Trevor DeBoer on the inside of row 5 for this restart in the 23. Dave Bailey in the 49 on the outside. Those were some of the faster cars earlier on tonight. But that's a long way to go, Greg.
Still 18 laps left to get there, though. But yeah, with the competition as deep and wide as they race right now, it's hard to make your way to the front.
Well, as we say that, boy, Dave Bailey got a great start. He's tucked up on the rear bumper of Blake Bomberry Jr. in that beautiful purple number 24 as they work into turn 3, 4 wide for the lead.
as Jim Lampman really bobbled the car off of corner 4, bouncing through the ruts down there. And sitting back in that 4th position now is Billy Bleach, who had some smoke coming out of that car in the qualifiers, looking solid right now in 3rd.
Well, that's both of the Bleaches up there in the front. 2 Bleaches in the top 3 spots. They've not been regulars here at the Speedway, but they've both turned a lot of laps here at the racetrack over the years.
Here comes Billy Bleach to the inside of Go Fast People with Zach Bleach out in front. It's about to be a Bleach sandwich down the backstretch as Go Fast People stuck in the middle.
The Bleach Crunch just doesn't have the ring to it that the Malachi Crunch had, does it?
They are there. Oh!
Wow, coming off of turn number 4, they close the gap on Go Fast Tebow, but look at who's here. Brewster Baker, Dave Bailey in that 49 machine. It's tough to block, and they're running very fast, but it's tough to defend multiple cars and multiple lines. There comes a time you just got to go as fast as you can and let the chips fall where they may.
13 laps left to go for Billy Bleach at the top of the scoring pylon, with Dave Bailey now into the 2nd spot, and he's brought Ken Sargent along. Ken had a really good run with a win in his qualifier.
And Jim Lampman in that orange 28, I don't think we've seen the end of him just yet. He's got a lot of speed in that race car. He just hasn't been able to find a line that he can open it up and run his line all the way around the track. He's having fits right now behind Zach Bleach.
4 wide back there in the 5th spot, running out of room. Zach Bleach goes around in front of the pack, and everyone scurries to get out of the way. 3 cars collected. It's
got a couple hooked together off of turn 4, and Greg, I don't want to say I told you so, but you can only defend so many lanes on the racetrack in so many ways. 4 wide. 2 of them would have had to give way, had to lift to make room for that maneuver to happen. I just don't foresee that.
Junior, that's going back a ways.
Wow, yeah, that's a name from the past.
So he's looking for a full hand of championship rings is what he's going for here. As Ohsweken Speedway gives their champions some pretty nice jewelry if you can take home the championship. Green flag is out. Dave Bailey will lead them back down into corner 1 with 7 laps left to go.
Trevor DeBoer working the inside, but Ryan Beagle, the driver on the move on the outside. That outside lane, the driver that restarts 4th actually has a really good shot. Whoa, contact between Beagle and Dave Bailey. That could have been a nightmare.
Wow, Ryan Beagle, not usually that aggressive, but he decided, you know what, I'm going to go for it, and he almost made it work, but almost put Dave Bailey around. That allows Billy Bleach now to slip back to the inside of the 84 RK.
Bleach runs up, closes the door on Ryan Beagle to the outside. Beagle coming back to the inside as they'll drag race down the front stretch.
5 laps left to go for Dave Bailey. Trevor Moore in his tire tracks. Ryan Beagle, the top dog, back there in 3rd. Billy Bleach running 4th, and Ken Sargent is not going away. He's hanging around there in the top 5.
Yeah, Sargent is always ready to pounce as Van der Zanden goes around in turn number 4. Contact. He gets collected by a couple of other cars, and we are under yellow. You know, the fun thing about Bill Bleach racing with us is he's kind of the other tracks in our region, Merrittville Speedway down near St. Catharines.
Well, as man, he's got all kinds of problems on that right front, guys. He is done for the night, but he will drive it back under his own power.
You know, it's funny. Some drivers are like that.
Means something, even though it is grassroots racing, and to have that support, just incredible from the folks at Pinty's, and glad they're enjoying the show here tonight. It's about to get interesting with 4 laps left to go, and we've got a handful of drivers that could easily take the win here.
Back under green, Ryan Beagle quickly to the inside of Trevor DeBoer. DeBoer running him low down the front stretch. That's going to open the outside for Bill Bleach if he can get a good run.
Here he comes, winds it up off of corner 2, shoots by Ken Sargent on the backstretch. All the while in front of him, it's Ryan Beagle and Trevor DeBoer going at it, trying to chase down Dave Bailey.
Did you see what Trevor DeBoer just did there? As deep as he ran into turn 3, Dave Bailey had to be clear by the time he slid up the racetrack, because it was inevitable that 23 was going to come across the track. He timed that very well.
Here comes Trevor DeBoer again, this time on the low side of the racetrack. He's got Ryan Beagle in tow, but it's 2 laps left to go for Dave Bailey, and he's building the advantage.
Yeah, Bailey's got a 1 car length advantage over Trevor DeBoer going into turn 1. He stretches it out to 3 or 4 car lengths on the exit of turn 2.
Coming down to the white flag, Bailey didn't get the corner 3. I think that he might have wanted, and it allowed Trevor DeBoer to stay right there within striking distance as they go down into corner 1 for the final time.
One last time down the backstretch, Trevor DeBoer is losing ground. Dave Bailey, if he runs clean through 3 and 4, he can take the win on MAV TV Canada All North Racing, powered by Pinty's, and he powers down the front straightaway. Dave Bailey for the win, Trevor DeBoer second, Ryan Beagle third, Ken Sargent fourth, Bill Bleach rounds out the top 5.
So Dave Bailey becomes the first repeat winner in the Middleport Mechanical Thunderstock division. He won on opening night and now picks up another win here in week 5 to pad his points lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about it? Your feature winner here tonight in Mr. Transmission Victory Lane, Dave Bailey.
Like, people were asking me what's going on. We're running bad. I'm like, we're not running bad. We're finishing second. These guys stepped their game up, and just everybody at the front there is fast. It's kind of the gift and the curse leading in dirt. It's you don't got a mirror, so you don't know what's going on behind you. But I was happy when I seen the 23 and the 84 back there. So.
Speaking of the 84 and not having a mirror, did you feel him get a piece of you going into 3 there lightly with about 3 to go?
I knew somebody did. Didn't know who it was, but I felt it.
Congratulations, Dave.
Thank you.
I knew after the last one that he was going to try twice as hard to not make that happen again.
Not a bad run for you guys. Track seemed pretty good with the prep they did there between your features.
Yeah, they smoothed it out a lot and filled in the rough spots, and it was really coming around. I'd like to thank Mertempson Auto Service, my wife, for letting me do this every week, and family, Caledonia Auto Supply, the fans for coming out, MAV TV, Pinty's, Mr. Transmission, and dmstyres for having this great facility.
We got a bit of damage there we got to fix this week, but tilling the track up, I wanted to kind of threw a wrench in the wheel for us, but we'll take a third.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your top 3, Dave Bailey, Trevor DeBoer, and Ryan Beagle get it done here in Mr. Transmission Victory Lane, All North Racing, powered by Pinty.